Why hello there YouTube. Welcome to my kitchen. I am currently cooking. I made for Ben a rice, zucchini, carrot and spinach meal. Ben really likes vegetables, but we also do make sure we add in some normal dog food that's really high in vitamins, protein, minerals, etc. For my partner, he's gonna have just a normal salad. That's his spot. He's also making sure to watch mommy to make sure that mommy's getting his food ready. 'Cause he's hungry. Hello, sir. Hi, sir. Excuse me, mommy cleaned the floors. Please remove yourself from the premises. Thank you. Your food will be done in no time, okay? So the main reason and why I wanted to make this video is to talk about seaspiracy, which everyone's talking about it. I am a vegan and I do have my own opinion on the subject. They have raised various amounts of controversial topics with how they decided to approach the entire situation. So I watched Seaspiracy a few days after it came out. Seaspiracy definitely highlighted a lot of important facts on our ocean. Their approach to their interviews was quite rude. It upset a lot of people because a lot of people worldwide were saying, that's not the way you should do an interview. The second thing is that they didn't really interview many marine biologists. People's opinions were laying quite skeptical with the facts that were being given. I support everything that they stood for. I support every single part of the documentary except for these few topics that I'm bringing up. I think it was really great. I'm glad that it's blown up to the way that it has. Of course, there are things that they do need to improve in the way they are wording things, even in the aftermath of their documentary being released. There's been posts going around all over the internet saying that plastic bottles, plastic straws that are biodegradable aren't a solution. The solution is to go fully vegan. As important as it is to go vegan, I don't think that's the solution to give to people worldwide because many people are not prepared to do that. Let's take you on my couch. So I saw one of these posts shortly after the documentary came out and I was really irritated because I don't claim to be zero waste, but I try my best to spread awareness about plastic pollution that's happening all around, and I try and make positive changes to reduce single-use plastics. If you take a walk anywhere in the world, you'll find single-use plastics wherever you go. I see plastic bottles, plastic bags, plastic wrappers on a daily basis on a simple walk that I go with my dog. So this quote actually comes from Seaspiracy, and the page Cowspiracy actually shared it, which I then went on a rant. The quote from Seaspiracy says, "Boycotting straws to save the sea turtles is like boycotting toothpicks to save the rainforest." And obviously that made me really upset because I don't believe you should bash another movement down in order to glorify the movement that you're trying to achieve and obtain. It doesn't work. I think all progress, all positive change will help our future move forward. If we fix small things like straws and toothpicks and earbuds, those are small things we are focusing on, which are also part of a bigger picture. It's like a painting. You have to focus also on the small details rather than just the entire image, because the small details make up the entire image. That entire message that they are spreading to people has left people like myself who try reduce our waste and try spread awareness about reducing waste. It makes us upset, especially those that are extremists in zero waste living, where they will accumulate an entire month a small jar of waste because they try their very best to have a very, very minimal footprint on Earth. Those types of people and people like myself that appreciate movements like that are left questioning their entire message. Why are they using these methods in order to spread their message? They could go about it in a different way. So again, amazing documentary, very insightful, very educational, very inspiring and brave, and a lot of dedication obviously took place to make it. We just want them to clarify and come out and say, we apologize for making comments like that because it's not the correct comparison. So the comparisons that they are making to make a situation that's worse seem worse by using a less worse situation is ineffective. I wrote, Constant posts like this are misleading people into thinking small changes are not important. Please stop sharing posts like this, especially big organizations that aim to save the planet. Every change is positive change. You are misleading people into believing that they do not have to reduce single-use plastic. Then I commented on seaspiracy's post, the actual post that I'm sharing to you about now. I wrote, as much as I understand this statement, why can we not focus on changes that are being put into place? Let's praise any environmental eco-friendly change so that we can correct even the small objects of problems in our lives. Everything adds up at the end of the day. So if people stop caring about reducing plastic straws and plastic bags and plastic bottles, the problem will increase and affect wildlife. Pretty much people coming out and saying, well, we feel like we are silly to care about straws and plastic bags. Let's look at it in a different viewpoint, right? Fast fashion is a big environmental hazard. And this is something that's waking up a lot of people worldwide. So secondhand clothing, thrift shopping, sustainable clothing lines, all are becoming more and more appreciated. People are more leaning towards sustainable, vintage, thrift shopping, secondhand alternatives rather than running into fast fashion stores. Now, if Seaspiracy wanted to say the same message about plastic pollution towards the fast fashion industry, saying it's ineffective, it's just ghost nets, fishing nets, that's the biggest issue, then you have to consider all the microplastics that would continue being produced, the human slavery that's going on, in which their message would portray to the human race that, oh, fast fashion industry is not really as bad as it seems to be because, you know, this issue is more important. So because this issue is not as important or dangerous for the environment, then you should rather just focus on this. Don't even worry about that. And they're not directly saying that, but again, through their campaigns and their messages, that is the underlying message that people are receiving. And for those that don't spend hours reading things online, educating themselves about what's happening on the planet and how they can improve their ways, they'll see a post like that for a split second and they'll think, well, I don't need to really worry about straws anymore. I can go and get a straw, no problem. Oh, I don't need to worry about plastic bags. I don't need to worry about plastic bottles. Hey, it's fine. It's not a big deal at the end of the day because Seaspiracy said, oh, it's better to just stop eating fish and stop supporting the fishing industry. So do you understand where I'm getting at, where the message is becoming broken between what's right and what's wrong? I would suggest definitely for people to reduce or stop their consumption of seafood, but if you choose to continue eating fish and you don't drink out of plastic water bottles, you don't buy plastic bags, you don't buy plastic earbuds, plastic straws, and you do your best to have minimal footprint on the planet, you're still doing something. Keep spreading your message, but don't bash down another movement, and that's my whole point. They're receiving a lot of respect, but they also need to remember to respect other movements that are also trying to make positive change on our planet. As far as statistics go, I'm not in a place to speak because I don't have full equipped knowledge on what statistics were really valid, what was exaggerated. It was a very powerful documentary. It's moved the world. It's made a lot of people talk and question their choice of food and their impact on the environment. But it is very crucial that this message does come to them and they do realize that they need to stop comparing their movement to single-use plastic movements. If you also watched the documentary, please let me know what you thought about it down below. If you haven't watched the documentary, I strongly suggest you do watch it. It is really good. It is very insightful. Don't put the pressure on yourself to try be 100% perfect in one day. For myself, who I'm an environmentalist, I drive a car, I travel for my job because I need to work. Airplanes are not good for the environment, but I still travel. Until we live in a world where there is a solution to everything, no human being can ever fully be able to be 100% perfect unless you decide to go to the off-grid route and have your own land, and that is not an option for every single person on earth. Let's be hopeful that all these different innovative ideas and changes will bring forth a future where all of these issues will be a thing of the past. That's one hopeful thing that we can look forward to. Let's try support each other more. Even the smallest things deserve to be recognized. And that is my entire most beautiful point to this entire video. The smallest things, the smallest changes deserve to be recognized and appreciated and valued. So if you did take the time to watch this, thank you for watching my video. I wish you a blessed and beautiful day. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm going to try my best to make more future videos like this in the future where I speak about important topics. Sorry, my dog's barking right now. Ben! Hey! Have a beautiful day, and remember to support each other. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you're doing in your daily life to make changes to the planet, to help have less of a carbon footprint. What do you do to make the world a better place? And what are you looking forward to changing? And as always, my most important message is please remember to always be kind. Bye guys.